stays stretched out a little bit, like almost like a splits. Yeah, he stays like this and makes it a little bit hard for me to work tripod and stuff like this. So for whatever reason, maybe I just want to go here. All right, I'm gonna still try to elevate the hip as much as possible. The more I elevate the hip, the lighter this one's gonna be. I don't necessarily have to get the foot off the mat, especially if he's like in that stretched out type of position. Sometimes it's hard to get the foot off the mat. As long as I kind of push on the hip and make the foot light enough to where I can get up underneath it and kind of control it, all right? But the more I elevate the hip, the easier it's gonna be to kind of float his ankle in the air and control it here. So here I'm trying to work to see if I can elevate that hip up there and make that foot light. I'm gonna be able to get my knee on the inside and I pull the ankle here, I'm just wrapping it up like my ankle lock position. Nice and tight here, guys. Right away I take the grip of the sleeve and I switch it. So let's do this way, please. Foot stays on the hip where it was. Knee goes to the inside. That knee on the inside of his knee. This is gonna really help kind of tilt and control his base and the direction that he moves, all right? So that knee's not just lazy, that hook's not just lazy. I can use it to elevate hip, push. I can use this to close and kind of get him going in the direction I want him to go, okay? So if he's using his hands somehow, I'm trying to get to this grip and I'm having a little bit of a hard time. Look, I can pull and kind of get him in this direction. As he comes back up, usually it's lighter and it's a little bit easier to hand it to myself here. Once I hand it to myself, again, I like the 4 fingers inside the sleeve grip. Make sure I'm getting this 2-on-1, securing it nice and tight. Once I get here, hold it. Make sure I have it before I switch, before I let go, okay? So once I have it here, then I go back to the same side collar, break down the posture as much as possible. This one here, I'm gonna go back to the stomach. Just like your Berimbolo setup here, guys, I'm just gonna knock them over to the hip, okay? Here, I gotta load them up. Just like your tripod sweep, if my legs are too stretched out, I'm not gonna get them over. I have to have my legs bent with some load here in my legs like a leg press. I'm using the balls of my feet to push, so I push, I get them over here to this hip, all right? Once I get them here to this hip, guys, let's turn this way, please. Here, look, I can go here and just come up to a good passing position. This is good, guys. We can go here, this is fine, all right? I say if for whatever reason the position's loose, maybe you need to score points real quick, come up, take the sweep, okay, take the top position. Here, I get into this position where I'm swept, all right, and I want to attack the ankle, we can go for this straight ankle lock. Here I'm going to go back to my grip on the sleeve, get it out of the middle. If it's in the middle, it needs to be out of the way, so I'm here, it was in the middle, take it out. Okay, now from here, guys, I could use my feet to stretch him a little bit, push on him, get the leg as long as I can, there, okay. From here, suck up that ankle nice and tight, drop the hips, and you're gonna get your ankle lock there, okay. Make sure that I'm dropping my hips nice and heavy like a sprawl. I can use my shoulder and my head here like a post, but once I go to finish, my hips have to go down, okay, here. All right, so once we get it here nice and tight, it's not gonna take a lot, okay. lapel, stretch, and pull on the lapel. Post, stretch. Here, you see when I handed myself the lapel, I have a little bit of slack. I'm not grabbing it at the bottom, I have a little bit of slack. That way when I pull it through, I'm gonna take out the slack and use that to re-grip. Okay, so let's check this way. Here, stretch, frame, pull out the slack, and hand it to myself. Post, scoop, up in my combat base, all the way up. Let's get them down and try to block. Untuck, hand, stretch, frame, re-grip, all the way up. Get them down, keep that trapped. Okay. 1, 2.